Now that we've built and deployed our full package on the Egen machine, we'll want to start our Egen. But before we do that, we'll need to truncate the serialized objects tables. So we'll log into SQL Management Studio and drill down into databases. We're doing a DV Egen, so the tables to truncate are dv900.f989998 and dv900.f989999. We'll execute the following command: truncate the table and the table name, and click Execute. You can see that the command completed successfully. We'll also run the same command for the F989999 table. Next, we'll switch over to our Egen machine and launch the Egen application from the shortcut on our desktop. We'll do a direct generation and specify the package name. In this case, dv900fa, and the data source will be Central Objects-dv900. We'll click Connect and enter our username and password. We'll log in to the JDV900 environment, since we'll be doing a DV Egen. We'll wait while this connects. Once we're connected, we'll want to turn on logging from Options and Advanced Settings. We'll turn on both the status log and the error log, and give them unique names. In this case, the name of the full package. We'll also select the sequential generation option so we don't overload our Egen machine. We'll select NERs, Business Views, Tables, and Data Dictionary, and click Start. After those are done, we'll select Just Applications and Reports, and click Start. Those generally run for quite a bit longer. Once the generation is complete, you'll get the Generation Completed Successfully message. Lastly, we'll generate the manifest for this package by clicking Generate and Manifest. Click on Create Manifest, and we can ignore the warning about replacing our existing manifest. Next, we'll log out of the Egen application. To avoid any possible issues before we bounce web services, we'll want to back up our serialized objects tables. So back on our enterprise server, we'll go back into SQL Management Studio and drill down to the JDE_DV900 database. We'll right-click on it, select Tasks and Export Data, which brings up the Import and Export Data wizard. Make sure the data source and server name are correct. In this case, we'll use SQL Server Authentication and verify that our database is correct. We'll specify the backup server. In this case, we'll use the same server. We'll select SQL Authentication and the backup database, which is a database we've created just for backups. Click Next, and we'll choose Copy Data from one or more tables or views. We'll scroll down to the bottom and select our two serialized objects tables. Click Next, and execute immediately, and finish. When finished, we'll verify that everything completed successfully and that there were no errors. Now that we've backed up our serialized objects tables, we'll log in to Server Manager and bounce web services. We'll log in with our username and password. We'll scroll down to our web server and select the DV web instance. We'll click on Stop and OK to stop the managed instance. Once that's stopped, we'll click on Start, and OK to restart the managed instance. Now that services are back up, we'll want to log in and do some surface testing. We'll log into JDV 900. We'll fast path to batch versions, and we'll make sure we can submit a UBE to the server and that it completes normally. In this case, we'll submit R000-6P. And submit that. Next, we'll go to Work with Servers, or FastPath WSJ, to make sure our job completed. Select our server, and down at the bottom we can see that our job completed normally. Lastly, we'll want to verify the record counts of our serialized objects tables. We'll go back into SQL Server Management Studio and drill down into the JDE_DV900 database and open up each of the serialized objects tables. Down at the bottom, we can verify the number of records. We'll open up the second one and verify that the records are present, indicating a successful Egen.